Mercedes did not get off to the best start in 2023 as they watched rivals Red Bull storm away in all three races of the season so far. However, it seems they could be turning their fortunes around with a clever trick which has been found by the team from Brackley. And on top of that, Hamilton has revealed more on where he stands with Mercedes. This is one you don't want to miss, guys, so let's dive straight into the video. So starting with Hamilton, as we all know, Toto Wolff has frequently said that the only thing stopping Hamilton from signing a new contract is a simple case of the pair getting together and finalising a few terms. But if it were that simple, why hasn't it been done already? Well, it appears that Lewis is not completely happy down at Mercedes right now, and I think anyone can understand why. Hamilton is enduring another season on the back foot with a car that simply is not capable of taking the fight to Red Bull right now, and the 7-time world champion has already stated he doesn't enjoy driving cars that are not great. However, that may be about to change if you stick around to find out later in the video. The frustration is understandable, especially when you have your sights set on a record-breaking 8th title and don't have the car to get it. And this has prompted speculation that he may look to leave the sport when his contract expires at the end of the year if he is unable to be fighting for the championship soon. However, Hamilton did state during the Australian race weekend that he is still passionate about Formula 1 but is very eager to have a more competitive car. I really do love it. I don't like driving not great cars. I don't like driving a car that's not the car that we are meant to have. But I love the challenge of what can I do with it? Okay, wins are not possible right now, so what's the maximum we can get? Can we be a little cheeky? And if 5th is the best we can get we get 4th or 3rd? Can we just make sure we're consistent and make sure that you're fit and ready so that when the car does all of a sudden switch on, and it is the car that you dreamed of having, you're ready? I'm ready to win a world championship. I've prepared the best way I can this year. I think the best I've ever prepared. And if the car's correct tomorrow, I'll be ready to fight for the world championship. That's not the case and the reality at the moment, but I'm working with everyone here and back in the factory too to get there. Now, as we know, one of the main complaints from Hamilton has been the fact that he's feeling really disconnected from the car, stating that he feels he is seated too far forward, which is not allowing him to feel what is truly happening with the rear of the car. But the trick Mercedes are working on during the break between now and Baku at the end of April could make all the difference, so let's look into that now. Having been reintroduced to the team, Allison is already stamping his authority on the W14, taking full advantage of the time they have now until the race weekend in Baku to work on the mechanical elements of the car alongside the massive aerodynamic revamp. We will be working as hard as we can in the drawing office to convert the things that the wind tunnel found a few weeks ago into performance that we can deliver to the track. We will be working in the drawing office also to bring some mechanical parts to the car, some different suspension components that we think will help the underlying balance of the car and make it more drivable, making it something that the drivers have more confidence to push right to the limits. And we will be working on the normal sort of simulation loop and routine that allow us to prepare for the race weekends that are coming, making sure that we land the car in the right place when we get to the race. Allison also noted that the team are highly focused on nailing the setup early on, as Baku will host the first sprint race of the season, meaning that the teams will have one free practice which will be instantly followed up by qualifying, meaning the setup needs to be pretty spot on. Sprint races really reward the teams that can land there with a starting setup that is pretty much on the money and ready to go in qualifying. Because the time is really compressed in a sprint race weekend, those are the things that we'll be working on and hopefully will work well and strong and have a good showing when we show up in Baku in just a few weeks' time. So Hamilton is ready to be fighting for the championship once the W14 allows, and Mercedes are working on upgrading the suspension components to help with the balance of the car, giving both Hamilton and Russell the confidence to push the W14 to its limits. Could this be the turning point that Mercedes need, and will these upgrades bear fruit in Baku? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But that's going to be the video from me today, guys. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's content, and until the next time, bye bye.